Hey, Shaan again. So part two of the first tutorial mission. We've beamed down onto the planet. Our mission is to find out what has happened to the missing crew. We've taken a shuttle down and now we're going to have a look, see what's going on. First thing we need to do is to talk to this character here, again with the icon above her head. Mia's, we click speak to. And she will give us a bit of information.
I remember it here. My skin is crawling.
Again, make sure to listen to what she says or read. Sometimes the characters will read everything in this text box and sometimes just the first part and you need to read the rest. Sometimes when it says there is something you need to do, down at the bottom there'll be some green text, which is a basic summary of your mission and how you need to do stuff to achieve it. For now, we can click on the blue button because we're just going to talk to her. We don't have any options.
Right. Okay.
And we'll do that again. But for you, because I've done this before, but for you personally, do read or listen to the whole text. Now, the mini map up here on the right, where the green arrow is pointing, will show you where you are, who's around you, and a yellow arrow pointing in the direction you want to go. Now, if you want to make this map bigger or smaller in a small box, you can just highlight it, zoom in and out with your mouse. Now, this is very important because sometimes you need to be a little bit close to see where certain people are. At the top right here, very top right of this box, you put your mouse over it and it says display big map. If you click on that, there it is. It's a big map. You can left click on it, drag it around. It'll show you where you are or where you need to go. There's your yellow target circle again. Again, you can scroll in and out of this. In a lot of places, it's a lot more detail. We can see that we are down here in this valley and we need to go to the yellow circle. You've got various other things you can do, like center on your player. So if you lost yourself, click on that and you'll be back right in the middle of your map. Close it down with the X top right. Not too important on this particular mission because there's not a lot of detail, nothing ready to look for. So we need to go over here. Remember, as I said, you've got a icon at the top in this little bar here, and it tells you if you're facing the right direction. So put it in the middle, and you're heading in the right direction. Here we got a rock in the way. Obviously, you need to go around it. You can right-click to change the direction of your character. So you can do that when you're walking. Left click will just scroll around your character. If you let go, you go back behind him. Now here it says if you press the shift key, you'll start to run. So I'll find a bit of space, start to walk, press the shift key, and off we go.
Is that a warp nacelle?
Press it again, we start to walk, or let it go, and then we walk again. Now over here we have the flashing lights, which means that there's something to do here, something to click on. On the right it says scan debris. That is our mission. So we get close enough and it'll come up. When you're in the right place, you'll get a box that tells you what you can do. And here we need to scan it. Click the scan button. Nice sound effects. There's a scan, and you get some text and voice telling you what's going on, and you can reply here. You've only got one reply again, which is kind of par for the course in the first mission or two. Yellow arrow in the top right in this mini map telling us where we need to go. So we'll head over here. Now you can run everywhere, but if you run everywhere, you're missing
There's your crash
all the
shuttle.
beauty. So
What's left of
the
it.
first time you do a mission, do have a look around, do
Someone's over there.
stroll
I think
around.
they're hurt.
Here she's telling us there's somebody hurt over there, and we're going to say, let's give them a hand. But if you want to scroll around, have a look at the huge crash starship over there. There's some fires, stuff going on. And over here in the yellow circle,
Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
she tells us that we can't get to the injured person and tells us what to do, shut off the vents. So what we're going to do is we've got our yellow circles. We're going to get close enough, but not too close. If you get in the gases, you will get injured and you'll need to heal yourself. So just get close enough till you get the messages, shut off the vents. There's another icon over here. Let's see if we can find out what that does. Yes, in here there's a panel that opens, shut off some vents here. We can close that box. It's already told us we need to sprint with the appropriate key. Now here there's a guy laying injured. He's got an icon above him, tells us to interact with him. We can scroll around, hold the right mouse button down, get a better view. Treat the injured survivor.
Thank you. We need to move.
And he talks to
Those
us.
things.
He's telling us there's things. Things is never good. Here we get a nice little cutscene. Again, watch them. Somebody's made them. They're part of the storyline. You can see what you're up against. Looks like some cavemen with spears. We've got a phaser gun. We should be just fine.
What do they feed these things? Never mind.
There it is. So what we're going to do, she's shooting and missing, but we need to shoot them. Now we can either draw a phaser, or we don't have to. If we just click and push the left button, he'll draw and start firing anyway. Left button, right button, they do different things. You can keep pressing the buttons if you like. And eventually you'll see his energy bars go down and we will injure or kill our target. There's a lot of that in the game. So in the next scene, we can now talk to the person we've rescued. He'll tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying.
We can reply to what he says. Again, I'm not going to spoil it by going through everything he says for you. He wants us to retrieve the supplies. We're already close enough, but you'll see the glowing marks above the box. Now, follow the survivor. Off he goes with his arrows above his head. He will wait for us if he gets too far ahead. We could press shift to sprint. Make sure we don't overtake him. Doesn't matter if you do, if you know where he's going, it's fine. Now he's taken us to this chap over here. Icon above his head. We'll talk to him.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those supplies you brought will come in handy while.
Now, deliver supplies. To do that, we need to go into this yellow circle again. But again, we can see here where it's meant to go.
There are rifles in that crate. We should show
And
the
now look,
survivors
we've
how to
got
shoot.
rifles, so
I'll
we're
set up
about
some
to get a
targets
better
while you get
weapon.
ready.
Take the rifle.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Wait,
You can
you want
switch
me to
between
shoot
two
this?
equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Now, this is where we are going to look at some other options. Now you see the green box here says to quickly equip something. You can press on the character icon here. Now this character status icon will bring up you, your ship, and your crew when you get one. And you can do various things. Now, for instance, we have picked up a rifle. So what we're going to do, we're going to open our character screen. When we do that, it opens our inventory, which has nothing in it at the moment. Here, because it's automatically equipped the rifle, because we had a space, but if it was not equipped, for instance, it could be in our inventory. What we would do would be to, we'll just close that box down, to click on the thing in our inventory that we want, hold the left mouse button down and drag it to the appropriate place. Now it's a rifle, so it's a weapon. You'll notice you can't put it anywhere else because it doesn't go anywhere else. So we'll drop that in here. At the moment, we don't have any kits, modules, protective armor, or anything, or extra devices. We'll come to that a little bit later. Again, I'm just going to stick on our character screen. We won't worry about these options for now. So we'll close that down. That's just how to equip a weapon or something. Now we need to talk to the ensign again. So we'll nip over here.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting and give them some pointers.
She wants us to help teach the survivors how to shoot.
Your weapon has an alternate fire mode. The effect of this mode varies.
Now
by
here
weapon.
you get
Activate
some more
secondary
boxes
fire
telling you
by
about
pressing 2 or clicking the
your
icon.
different options for shooting. As I said, your left button, your right button, or the quick keys. So what we'll do is we'll come over here. We need to talk to this guy here.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
And then we need to talk to this guy here.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
Now, our mission here is to demonstrate the alternate fire buttons. So we're going to need to shoot at something first with one button, which is your left key,
Varies by weapon. Activate
and then your
secondary
right
fire
key.
by pressing 2 or clicking the icon.
And we do this on various targets a few times because it needs to recognize that we know what we're doing. So left key shoots, right key shoots, which is main shots, alternative shots. So just click away. It'll take a little while to get us there. We'll close these boxes down. We don't need them. Takes a little bit longer than I remember. Now, eventually we'll end up trying to find out how to get this yellow box out. Apparently it wants us to shoot some more stuff. Not quite ready to go on to shooting live targets just yet. We can get up close. Again, it's taken a lot longer than normal. I'm going to click on the icons down the bottom. All right, clicking on, instead of using the left and right button, it appears that if you click on the, excuse me, actual icons themselves,
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
that progresses you past that part. The lesson learned. Now we're being attacked here by these cavemen, so we actually need to dispatch them. On the right hand side it tells us we need to defeat them, so we kind of shoot them a lot. Try and make sure we don't get hit by these spears. Excuse me again. And now we need to talk to our ensign again. Up we go. Talk to Mia's.
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back.
Tells us what
and
we
in
need to
greater
do. Now we're going to interact with
But then
characters
we'll be trapped.
with icons above their head. There are quite a few. Look out for your yellow circle in your mini-map. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk to them all, tell them to get inside the crashed ship.
Retreat to the ship? With pleasure.
Once we've got enough, we're going to talk to crewmate again.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer.
And now it wants us to fall back into the wreckage, which we do.
Shut the doors. They're right behind us.
If we need to jump, we need to press the space bar down the bottom. As I say, very similar to other games. There's a something we need to interact here to close the doors to keep us safe. Again, it's got some flashing lights above it. And once again, we need to talk to our crewmate.
Okay. Last time
She'll
I was
give
here,
us
Scott,
another little update
Commander
here.
Scott electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that?
Again, not going to spoil it by listening to everything she says and reading everything. You can do that yourself. What we do need to do is electrify the hull. So we're going to operate this panel here. A beautiful little cutscene. Again, a lot of these have been improved over the years as well on missions. So if you have done them before, watch them again. Back to talking to Mia's.
You did it! The Taurians ambushed us.
Tells us how brilliant we are.
We
Out we go back into the open air. Now, we need to scan for heat signatures, and it's telling us in our mini-map where to do that, or if we open it with the icon in the top right, we can see it's here to our right-hand side. So we just need to go to that area. So we'll pop over here, and we're getting scanned for heat signatures. On other missions, it can be a lot farther away. Again, to run, hold the shift key down. Now watch out as you're going through here. They are actually throwing spears at you. And they can damage you. So if you see one of the enemy, pop them off pretty quick. Later in the game, you will get some better weapons, some better armor. You can withstand a little bit of damage. But for now, we'll pop them off. Now you can run and dodge and all sorts of stuff. In the beginning, it's not necessary. They're not that good. So again, with our mini-map, we need to head to this circle. And we see it says life signs. We need to investigate what's going on. So we get close enough. Little cutscene. And now our mission is to defeat the chief. Now, at the moment, we're not holding a weapon. As I say, it will draw automatically when you shoot, but you might want to get it ready by clicking the draw button. As you can see, we've got some backup here. And our target's over here, tells us quite clearly who he is. If we're not close enough or we don't have a clear shot, we'll have to move, get into range. And again, we'll pop him off. He's going to throw something at us, so we'll just try and get out of the way of that. Didn't work very well, but hey,
Lieutenant, we're over
things
here.
are break.
Help!
And somebody needs our help. The arrow shows us where to go, and the little icons above their heads tells us either to interact with them or to talk to them. We're going to
Thanks for coming
rescue
back
the
for us, son.
captives,
We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna...
which we do, and now we need to know where we need to go. It says return to the space wreck. We should be easily able to find our way back on this mission, but if you're in doubt, bring up your map. You can see where we need to go out of these rocks and back to this yellow square. It's big enough, you'll find it. Now we can use the shift key to run because it's a fair way back. Don't forget to look around at the pretty scenery if you want to. There's a lot going on. In missions further down the line, there are some really amazing places to look at and explore. You don't have to just go
Like
around
silly
shooting
pigs.
things.
Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are the Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
Klingons, by the looks of it. Okay, let's have a look. And there's one, he's going to shoot at us. They're not very nice at the
Looks like they're
moment.
not in the mood for questions,
This is the
Lieutenant.
original series. They are not our friends. We can move around strafe or go sideways with the A and the D button, which will come in handy eventually. So we'll just clear these Klingons out. At this level, no one's going to
Enemies sometimes drop
hurt
items.
you that
An
bad.
item has dropped for you. Move toward the item and press F to loot it.
Now this is interesting. You get drops, and later on you get a lot of drops. In this tutorial, this is our first one. And it's got a little glowy line through it. They're very easy to see. Again, like a lot of games, if you're playing with other people on the mission or a multi-mission, other people will try and beat you to the loot. That's the way it is. The further you get on, the less you need the loot. So if you walk up to it, this is the way to get equipment and to get better equipment. So in the beginning, pick everything up. There are various levels. Here you can see this is quite a plain whitey grey one, but you get greens and blues and purples, each denoting the quality of the equipment, but you can only get and use equipment to your level anyway. So take the item.
Hey, is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data.
Tells us we got a Klingon data pad. We can decrypt it.
Huh. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt.
Captain Core,
And we get to see a little bit of the Klingon. Again, not going to spoil that story for you.
Looks like the Klingons are...
So we'll click through the text, and we see incoming. Now, if there's a big red circle around you, that's a bomb, so you probably want to get out of the way. Notice also the enemies have red names. Denoting, of course, they're not your friend. So we're going to shoot them from a distance. If you want to get a little bit closer, you can actually get right in close and give them a good slap. But you can see not as effective as giving them a shot to the face. So there you go. Now, it still says here we need to defeat Klingon scouts, but also there's a yellow icon for the direction we need to go. So we're going to need to fight our way back by the looks of it. So to target, you can either click on a target, or if there are multiple targets, you can push the tab key. The tab key will choose the next or nearest target to you. It's very, very handy when you've got a lot of enemies and you want to change your target quickly, especially when using auto fire, which we haven't looked at. Now, auto fire we'll look at now as we have multiple targets. In your bar, your equipment bar down the bottom, if you right click on weapons, I'll just get out of the way before we get blown up. It will highlight that button green. Now that is auto shoots. You don't have to press the button. Once you aim at a target, it will continuously shoot. But it saves a lot of time or a lot of button pushing. But there will be parts of the game or missions where you need that off, because if you need to interact with something, you can't do that while in combat. So if your toon continuously shoots at somebody, you will find a hard job actually interacting with the equipment you need to, and you have to turn it off sometimes. So here we are, there's a Klingon here. I can just press the tab to auto target him, blow him up. And some more. So again, we just tab, get out of the red before they blow us up. Later on, we'll have some ranged or weapons we can throw at people as well. For now, we need to enter the pass. Bit of running, jump with the space key if you need to, because basically now we just want to get back to our shuttle. It's a long way away. Don't want to walk. Here we see these people are in blue, which means they are on our side. Only red people are dangerous. So we can walk back up towards the shuttle and talk to Mears again.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to... Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
And she says we're ready to go back because our mission on the planet is done. We click return to ship.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Spock says congratulations, we've completed the mission. We've got some mission ranking points, which are very valuable because we want to rank up, and to rank up you need to get mission points. Again, nice little graphics. There is a way to not see those graphics, but just for now I think it's nice to have a look. Myers wants us again.
We made it. Never thought I'd be
And
so
there
happy
you
to
go.
see a
She
shuttle
tells
bay.
us
I admit I had my doubts
how
from the
wonderful
beginning.
we are again.
Didn't think I'd hold.
And that is the end of the first tutorial, apart from the explosions. So what's happening here is we have Klingons on the ship.
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond.
But we're going to end this as a second part of the tutorial because there's going to be a lot more going on in a second. So I'm going to thank you for watching. Part 3 of this first mission will be coming up very soon. Please subscribe. If you're enjoying the videos, let me know. I'm finding my way around Twitch and hopefully explaining things as best I can. So enjoy, have fun, make yourself part of the story. Makes it more than just a game.